doing it in portrait. As you know, I think this is one of the greatest crimes of humanity. I'm doing this in portrait because if I turn my screen, my telephone, my telephono, to landscape, the screen goes really dark and I can't see anything. So I'm doing it this way. This is the view where I am right now. I believe this is called living. This is called living. Hello, Mandula. Look at this view. Beautiful weather. Beautiful view. It's kind of amazing. I'm very lucky to be here at this precise moment in time. I'm very lucky. I'm blessed. Feeling a little cocky, if I say so myself. I think, did the other stream start? I had a problem with it. If I turn my phone like this, for some reason it goes completely blank and I can't see anything. I think it's something to do with the sun. But, hi guys. Nice to see you. This is where I am, Carlton Hill. Thank you for the heads up. Let's hit those like buttons. Thank you for the heads up, Cock Bongo. Hello, Richard. Hello, Leanne. Hello, Bacon. Some view, huh? This is some place. Can I, Boyley is here. Cherie Peapot, Katifa. Look at this view, guys. Look at this view. Have it. Oh, hello, little foot. I think you can see the island. Yeah, that's Wales. The island of Wales. There's Northern Ireland. I don't know if you can quite make out Northern Ireland there. So this is, well, I didn't bring any. I nearly had a Russell coming up the hill. Click live. I nearly had a heart attack coming up the hill. It's a very steep hill, and I just had for lunch. Why can't I? No, I can't. There we go. For lunch, I had a big fat burger, and it had bacon and black pudding as part of the burger. That's insane, right? But I haven't had any breakfast, and I probably won't have any tea. And so far, I've done 13,000 steps today. Holy guacamole! So what has today been? Today has been getting up. Did I do a stream this morning? I didn't, did I? No. I did do a stream this morning. Yes, doing a little stream this morning. Going for a nice coffee. Yep, Limmy's just off camera. He doesn't want to be on the stream. Went and got a coffee. Did some work on my essay. And here's the annoying thing about my very expensive gaming computer. For some reason, when I'm like on Microsoft Office or whatever it's Outlook, whatever it's called now, it doesn't auto-save. And I've had this before where I had a week's worth of work and it didn't save it. And so it didn't save the work on my research project I did last night. I only did a bit, but it didn't save it. So I'm having to just constantly manually save it. And then the battery died, but I think I'd saved most of what I needed to save. So then I went off and I went to Armstrong's, the clothing shop, but didn't find anything. Then I did a wonderful AA meeting. Well, you get occasionally. I know you. Have we been to a meeting before? Dude, can you turn the camera horizontal for a wider view? I can, but then I can't see anything because my screen blacks out. So, I mean, there. Does that work? I don't know if that works because my screen is blank. So, I guess the answer is, come here yourself, Neil. I would never normally stream in portrait. You guys know that. You guys know what an insult that is to me. So quite often in meetings, have we been to a meeting together before? James. Oh, James, I've seen you commenting on the videos. Thank you. Welcome. And sometimes it's because they mix up with someone else. Quite often it's because they... Nelly. I feel bad I'm doing that in portrait. I did think of not doing the stream at all. So I had a lovely meeting, then went to a burger place next to where I'd had coffee and had a big fat burger. And while I was having coffee, actually, opposite me, setting up a stool, excuse me, a stall. You know what? I finally got that wrong because I was thinking I really hate people that say be more Pacific, or also people. I did, Tony. Thank you for the recommendation. Or people that say he went and had a wander. He was just wandering around town. Anyway, sitting. Tony put me here, so thank you, Tony. Setting up a stall opposite me was the world's most pierced lady. And I'm looking, thinking, that's some claim to fame. That can't be true. I Googled her. She is the world's most pierced lady. Elaine somebody. Elaine Davison or something. And she was setting up her stall next to me. And opposite me. And I was too scared to go and talk. She is lovely, yeah. She does like tarot and crystal ball. I did want to go and see a psychic, like a proper medium. But I've not booked it yet, so I won't. So wandering around, I went back to the flat very quickly to drop stuff off. I have changed my flight. I'm now coming back instead of like 6 o'clock Thursday morning. I'm coming back tomorrow night. The flight's about 9. I did lose. I'd paid for a reserved seat with extra legroom. I lost that. I'm going to have to squeeze in next to people. But that's okay. So tomorrow's flight is about 9 or 10. I can't remember which one it is. You just Googled it. Can I write in the chat? Because I want to put a song. How do I chat? I don't think I can chat, can I? Can I chat? I want to put in a song. No, don't. Oh, balls, don't go there. The stream ended rather spectacularly today, didn't it? Because I tried to do something and then it closed the stream and I thought better of it. I can't chat. I just found a song called Happy by the Carpenters. Oh my God, it's amazing, right? It's amazing. It is. I thought it was a Karen KC solo, but it's a Carpenters song from one of their later albums. It's great. Go and find that and play that. That is the best song for listening to while you're on this hill. Thank you, Catherine. Catherine's going to post a link. And then Simon Smith and his Amazing Dancing Bear is the best song for walking around Edinburgh. I've not seen many boozers. I'm not right at the top. I mean, that's up there. So I've not seen many boozers. There it is. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Mandy. It's some song. I give you full permission. Hello, Harsh. To go away and listen to that song. That song is better than me. It goes well with this view. Look at that, man. So tomorrow I think I'm going to take a boat trip somewhere. I'm kind of done with the town. I'm going to take a boat trip. Did a really good AA meeting today, and I was reminded that historically my relationship. I was in Edinburgh when I was high on ecstasy in Edinburgh when I heard that Princess Diana had been in a car crash. Historically, my relationship with Edinburgh has not been great in terms of drugs, booze, and sex. It's not been great. And it's amazing to be walking around it today free. Free. Well, if you're here when I don't know how long I'm going to stay, Tony, but you're very welcome to say hello. Bring some bottles of Coke. I might go in a bit. I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay. But it's amazing to be walking around free. Free from alcohol, free from drugs, free from self-pity and self-loathing. You dig? Something has shifted in me. Something has shifted in me. I came up here, as you know, to go and speak to my dead dad. I was buying, hello Lance. I was buying some food to take up there because I was going to have, thank you Andrew, I was going to have a picnic at my dad's grave. I couldn't find his grave. It's 8 years since I've been there. Anyway, so I went to this artisan coffee shop. Can I have a latte, please? Can I have a soy latte? I don't do soy. Can I have a normal latte? You can, but this coffee doesn't go well with the latte. Okay, all right. And then I was buying some sandwiches and some cakes. And I said, no, what have you got planned for today? I said, oh, it's quite busy. All right, what have you got planned? Just stuff. Okay. So what are you doing then? I thought, right, well, you've asked me 3 times. That's like saying Beetlejuice. So I said, oh, I've come to visit my dead dad's grave and make peace with him. Do you want sugar with that? Amy? So anyway, I did go to my dead dad's grave. Couldn't find it, and it was wonderful. And then I found it, and I just exploded. I was in pieces, man. I was in pieces, and I shouted at him, and I had snot coming out of my nose. I bought a towel. I couldn't get a picnic blanket from anywhere. Couldn't find a picnic blanket, so I bought a towel from John Lewis. And I sat on this towel, and I was snot coming out of me, and I was shouting at him, and I was apologising. I apologised to my nan and granddad, and I called him out for stuff he'd done, and had my picnic, and I went. And something has shifted. The only thing I can compare it to, right, is when I took LSD once, and after that, I really think it had an impact on my life. After that, I saw everything differently. It affected my perception of stuff. Right? And getting clean from drugs, realizing I didn't need, I'm just comparing a druggy incident and a non-druggy incident, realizing I didn't need drugs to survive. I smoked weed every day for years and years and years. Years. A couple of decades, maybe. And then realizing I didn't need to, saw everything slightly differently. And the same thing has happened. My perception of the universe and the world and of me and of atoms has shifted. Has shifted like maybe a quarter of a degree. But it's big enough that everything is now completely different. Everything looks different and feels different. Will it last like this? Probably not. But I've experienced it, and now I know it exists and it can be experienced like this. I'm in. Someone dropped off because they're thinking, we don't want to hear this bullshit. We want to hear tales of Ali G and stuff. My life has changed forever. My God, Mandy. My God. Something has shifted forever. I feel happy. Go and listen to the song Happy by the Carpenters. That's it. Meds are probably playing a part in it, but that freeing on Saturday, I was able to meet with my half sisters. I think there are only 2 half sisters. There's 3 half brothers at least. I'm not quite sure how many. And my stepmom. And I called her my stepmom. I was able to meet with them and talk freely and honestly about our dad and not cry and not get angry. Phil! Thank you, Craig. And that's it. I was able to talk about him and not get angry and not cry. I wound up a little bit, but I didn't. And that was big, man. 3 half brothers is a brother and a half. That's it. One of them is served. One of them is served in I think it was Iraq. May have been Afghanistan. I don't know. He's not very well at the moment. I'm free. Do what I want. Any old time. Bonus stream. Thursday, 11, I think I said, or 11:30, I can't remember. I'm going to be on the computer game show. We're recording it this Sunday. I'm going to be on it next week. It's a great podcast. I love it. And we talk about computer games. And I said to David Turner, give me a game. I haven't really played any games for a while. Give me a game that I will like, that I can then come on the show and then do like a glowing review of. And he said, Life is Strange. He said, you'll love it. You can complete the first chapter in an hour and a half. So you should stream it. You'll love it. So Thursday, 11 or 11:30, I can't remember, check the Patreon. There is a bonus stream where I will be playing Life is Strange. I've been told it'll be my new favourite game. Bring a can of Coke, Tony. Bring a can of Coke. Vacant. Come and have some of this. Now, I'm assuming you mean COVID. Is COVID the big C? I would have thought the big C was cancer. Surely COVID is the medium C? the bigger sea. There's the sea. I don't know if that is the sea, but it's water. I don't really know where we are. That's Wales. The island there is Wales. The island of Wales. There you go. This is the view. So I'm going to be recording that on Sunday, but means you get to watch me play the game this Thursday. Sherry Peapot said she should do something like this. I think. Listen, I'm really fortunate in that I have got the time, and I was able to get the money, and I don't work a proper job to come and take a few days off, and I see what you mean, and come and do this. And I had a specific thing I needed to do. So I would recommend having a few selfish days, and selfish is not necessarily bad. A few selfish days doing what you want to do, but I would just find a purpose. Do it just for the sake of it if you want. I had a purpose. Shouting at your dad as you go and do it. Oh, it's great, man. Shouting at him in this graveyard. There were people around. I didn't care. Robert Wells, hip hip hip. What kind of cake? So here we are. How are you doing? How are you finding? I've got loads of bottles of cold Coke. Why didn't I bring them up? How are you doing? How's your life going? It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. Work is going to be all right. On Monday, I just found out I'm going to look at the room I'll be taking clients in. And then I start the Monday after, which is the 20th. The 20th. The 20th of September, I see my first client. I am now terrified. I am terrified about it. Oh, get off! Sorry. Terrified. My first actual client. Holy. That's nerve-wracking. I got a bit of time. The research project is almost done. I want to get that out of the way, and then I can focus on that. Got some reading to do around my first client, and there's a great book, the Student Counselor Handbook, which is this big, thick, expensive book, but he's great. And click live, Mandy. And September the 20th. This is important. This is people's lives. And suddenly, the radio show, whatever, that ain't nothing. But this is people's lives. This is sitting in a room with someone for 50 minutes, hearing them, hopefully. Oh, all right, we'll click that. At their most vulnerable. I said click live 5 minutes ago. At their most vulnerable, they share potentially their deepest, darkest stuff. That's what counselling is. You know that. I don't need to tell you that. And yet, that's what I'm doing. Bloody hell. I mean, Phil, I think I will be okay. But I am terrified. By the way, smash that like button, guys. Because the live wave, there's 51 of you here. There's only 11 smashes of the like button. I want 40 more smashes of the like button. Come on. And I hope you're all subbed as well. We keep hovering around 10,000 subs and then dropping. So I hope you're all subbed. Click the sub button. It's free. Look at my selfie stick. It's my arm. 25. The advances and lessons you've learned to be able to make your advances can help others. You're good at this. Craig! I shouldn't be doing this during the session, should I? Let's have a look at the view again. Is the shot good enough that you can get something from it? I'm sorry it's portrait. I hate it. Not all of you have clicked the thumbs up button. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. Lovely lunch with Paul and Alex yesterday. Thank you, C. You're my favourite, CC Ryder. So I saw that there's a boat trip I can do to an island. Not that island, but I'm going to have a look. Isn't it, James? Happy by the Carpenters. What a great song. A great song. And I don't think I've ever heard it, although I think I used to have that album as a kid. I didn't really listen to the Carpenters much as a kid. You can get a lot more content from me. Can't speak for me and Catherine, but certainly from me. It's really hit me that the 666 is saying I left because I wasn't getting what I was promised. And I've had to really consider that as a possibility. And maybe, I mean, they didn't get what there was no promise, but they didn't get necessarily what was in the description. I would suggest they got more, but perhaps they saw it as less, and that's okay. That's okay. I know some people don't like the podcast, they're just here for the live stuff. So maybe we need to do more live stuff. I'm not sure of the balance between free and paid, so I'm probably going to do a lot more free stuff and hope people that are paying don't then drop out of paying because they can get a load of stuff for free. You're going to get a lot more stuff. Gaming. Going to be starting the Lost podcast, Lost Revisited again with Michael Sava soon. We just need to get some dates in. I was tempted to start it this Sunday, but we stayed in a hotel with no windows. Wow, I stayed in a hotel with no windows in Marrakesh. This is the only holiday I can compare it with. And I did leave eventually. It was bloody horrible. I didn't like Marrakesh. I left early. I kept changing the flight, bringing it back by a day. Marrakesh was the place I found out I was doing the jungle. But I found Marrakesh boring. I mean, I stayed in the old town. I didn't know there was a new town until I left. So I'm just in the old town for the whole thing. Anyway, by the by. I could quite happily, it's 4:30. I could quite happily stay here all day. This exists to facilitate all content, no papers, no content. You know that half. I know that. But some people don't. Oh well. I'm not going to be chasing the Patreons anymore. That way madness lies. I'm going to be chasing this. My big booby. Jesus, that is big. I'm going to be chasing this. The soul, the heart of Iain Rugby. What makes Iain... Who is even Iain Rugby? I don't know who he is. I really regret changing my name. I can't change it back now. I wouldn't because of my boys. But hello, Rachel. Who is Iain Rugby? What is he? Don't know. It's time to find out. It's time to find out. So you're going to get more stuff. You're going to get gaming streams. You're going to get spontaneous streams like this. I want to do some on YouTube. So do click the subscribe and I think there's a bell button to get notifications. Because really, fuck Twitch. Listen, they paid us considerable amount, a significant amount of money to stream on there for a year. Thank you. And I never really looked into their practices, but screw them. It's a con. Twitch is a con. It rips off artists. It makes money out of pornography, but doesn't call it pornography. It allows racism and misogyny and homophobia and transphobia and all the phobias to exist. And it takes 50% of what the artists earn. 50%! Nah, mate. What's a join button? Is that like a subscription for YouTube? What does that do? Do people pay? How much do they pay? And what does it do? Because I am cautious about asking... I can't get up. I am cautious about asking people for money in different places. You're also going to get more watch-alongs. I really want to watch like a Bruceploitation watch-along. And we're also going to get... I want to watch a Bruceploitation watch-along because those films are bloody migraine-inducing. So we want to do some more of those. Some will be planned. I will try and plan them as much as possible, but some will be spontaneous. Also... going to do more of those Mixcloud music shows, and I'll make them as a podcast for the 660, maybe the 499s and above. I will make those as a podcast, but they're not really canon. You know, they won't be counting as, oh, you've had your 3 podcasts. That no, because you can get them on Mixcloud. But so find me on mixcloud.com/Iain Lee, and I'll be doing some radio shows there, just playing music, just playing some music, chilling out. A series watch along might be fun. It could be. It could be. I want to do a dedicated stream where we really power through those Paddington Greens. If it was a series, yeah, you're right, Maddie. But I think Lost is going to be the sort of modern series. And if we did, I literally asked for £2 and say it helps create content. Some people just want to help. But then does that, I'm aware that we're asking for money on loads of places, but, does that mean I can do members-only streams, which I probably wouldn't want to because we've got Patreons? Or that's just, you want to join in, you can join in. I need to get a Nightbot for YouTube so we can get all the donate and all of those commands up. By the way, Matty Stevo, building IainLee.com, it's a thing of beauty. He's so good. He built IainandCatherine.com, and he's now building IainLee.com. If you want to get a website done for reasonable rates, I'm not going to tell you what his rates are, that's between you and him, and quick, have a look at IainandCatherine.com, have a look at IainLee.com, and if you like it, speak to Matty Stevo. He's fab. You can do members only. Okay. I will look into it. I think Patreon is the way to go, but I suppose you could do both. It's tricky, isn't it? We're going to stop wanging on about how miserable we are about Patreon as well. We're going to stop that. We're going to stop that. That's private conversations. You guys don't want to know that. You're Patreons. Some of you may be Patreoffs. You don't want to hear about that whinging and stuff. You want the good stuff. A little bit of that. I might do like specific mental health streams. I've got a mental health section on the IainLee.com. So, might do that. I do need to get a Nightbot, and maybe I'll sort that out tonight for YouTube, so we can get all of those commands up. Does anyone recommend, Matty recommended one, anyone recommend a Nightbot for YouTube that isn't Nightbot, because Nightbot is locked into my Twitch, and I think it's tricky, isn't it, to swap between the both? Good looking fella. This is where I am. Shortly to be joined by Cock Bongo, I won't be surprised. Hoping he brings a can of Coke. There was a lady, and I thought it was Cock Bongo. I thought I had a can of Coke being opened. What a view, huh? AirPods are the future, by the way. I need to get slightly smaller rubber bullet bit that goes in the ear. Hey, my Airbnb hasn't got any toilet paper, and let's just say I found out the hard way. I can't do landscape, guys, because if I do, it buggers it up. Yeah. Luckily, Alistair, there was kitchen roll, but still outrageous. I had a great meeting today, Alistair. Great, made me feel so welcome. Does it have a shop? Oh, it's a really nice place. It's a really nice place, and it's a 5-minute walk, if that, to the centre of town. I keep thinking, Mandy, that I've lost the little pouch that they come in, and I keep panicking about that. But so far, so good. Does feel like I'm squeezing it in. My right ear is clenching it to keep it in. Executive. Kitchen roll is executive. Alistair, I don't know if you saw the thing about me talking about my dad. Flush the system out, mate. Reboot, reset. I've updated to Windows XP now. I'm on another level. I'm on a higher level. I'm on a higher plane of existence. Tell me, do you want to share that serenity moment? Never able. Well, here we go. I'm almost never able to sit and do something selfish just for me. and just be. I'm thinking I'm doing it now, except I'm not. I've invited 55 people to share the experience with me. Isn't that funny? So there's still something that's not great about me being on my own. That's all right. Paul Bodell was having a curbside coffee yesterday. Taxi driver pulled up, got out, came back 2 minutes later with a pack of toilet roll under his wing. Nothing else. Felt like saying, "Enjoy, mate." I do wonder, when you go to a supermarket and you buy like a sandwich and some toilet paper and that's it. They know you are going for a shit. And you should be able to go. Don't tell anyone. Please. Please don't tell anyone. Anyway, I'm doing something that's supposedly, a moment of serenity. And you're all here. Alistair, all my childhood angst seemed to melt away. Of course, it might come back. I missed the end of that. Well, this is it. I feel wonderful. Is it going to stay like this forever? But something has shifted. And today, I'm great. Shouldn't be taboo to say enjoy. It's the last great taboo. Enjoy your shit, buddy. Come. Did you bring Cokes?
What Coke you want?
Oh!
You're lucky I had some in the fridge.
Mate! It's Cock Bongo, everybody. It's my special guest for today. It's Cock Bongo. Are you comfortable down here? Come and join me. It's Cock Bongo, everybody.
Jesus.
Cock Bongo, everybody. In a minute, we're going to be rolling down the hill. Yes. You're going to watch it. It's Cock Bongo. Legend. Nicely done, Mr. Bongo. Welcome.
Real or fake?
I'll have whichever one you don't want. I'm happy with either. Oh, my last one! Look at this. This is just the lads. This is the lads. Lads on a hill.
Got some 8% cider in here as well. Is that okay?
Oh, he's got booze. Everybody. Yeah, that's really cool. Oh, my God. Is that Cock Bongo? Yes. All bongoed up. Everybody, we're going to have a private moment.
On the hard shit.
Yes, man. He's got Ribena. See you later. Tutty bye.
Bye-bye.